Today we're going to go over basic operations at DM800. Okay. So to turn on the unit, you're going to make sure that this button is released. So if you press this button at any time, the machine will stop. It is an emergency stop. And to release it, you're just going to simply turn to the right and release. And if that button is pressed, the machine will not operate. This is the main power of the unit. If at any point you turn to the left, the machine will also stop and turn off, and the machine also will not operate when it is turned to the left. So you need to make sure that it's turned off. Now, to actually turn on the unit, you would press the green button, and you need to make sure that everything on the unit is closed. And then to stop it, you can press the stop button or any of these options as well. Okay, and now we're going to go over what the different levers do. So first we're going to go over what the right lever does in the machine. As you can see, there is 0 all the way through 10. And to operate it, you simply unscrew and move. You're going to feel some tension when you move, and that's normal. And then whenever you're at a place where you want to lock it, you would turn to the right. Okay. Now I'm going to show you what that louver actually does. So we're going to open on up. Okay. So as you move the louver, down, it's going to increase the distance between the cylinders, and as you move it up, it's going to decrease the cylinders. So what this is actually doing is flattening out the dough when you first put it in, and then as it moves on back, it is then going to roll upon itself and create a baguette. So here you have to determine basically how flat you want it to go before it gets rolled out. So the larger the dough piece, the larger your cylinders need to be apart. The smaller your dough piece, the less they need to be apart. So this is just kind of figuring out with your product what's the best for it. Okay, so the louver on the left I will show you afterwards, but it's easier to see from this angle. It's going to create the distance or close the distance in between these two felt pieces. So it operates the same, where I unscrew the left lever and I move it up or down. Now as I move towards 10, it increases the distance, and as I move towards 0, it decreases the distance. And then when I reach upon my number, then I screw it back into place, and I'll demo that as well. So what this is going to do is determine the actual rolling of the baguette. So if you have a larger item, then you will need to move it backwards. And if you have a smaller item, you need to move it forwards so that it is tighter and you get a more compact baguette. So same thing goes that even if you have a larger piece, but you just want a less compact, less tight structure, then you would also use slightly bigger. So it's just figuring out what you need for your product. And now I'll show you how the lever operates from the front. So here you will see lever operation, and you can still kind of see at 10 it's moving backwards, and closer it's moving closer. And then I screw it into place wherever I'm happy. And now you'll see me actually throwing a product into the unit. So, the product that I'm putting in is 100 grams, just for reference. And I have the setting at a 5.5 on the right, and I have it at a 4 on the left. So I'm just going to take my products and I'm just going to pat it down a little bit. You can see here, I have a lock. So now what's going to happen if I take my lever and I move it down. So let's go with a 3/8. Okay. And I make a slightly longer and thinner, as you can see. So that's the major difference there between lowering the lever. And now I'll also try moving my lever on the left up, which is making the cylinders closer together. So this also made it longer and thinner as well. because I put the cylinders closer together, they're flattening out the dough more, so it was longer when it actually went down the rollers. So either by adjusting the left, I can make the dough longer and thinner, or on the right, I can also do it. So there's a little bit of play with either. Okay, and now I'm going to try putting the cylinders in the other direction. Moving my right down. Okay, so this made a slightly less long and a little bit fatter of a shape. As you can see, it's not fully really incorporated because it didn't flatten out.